Alright, YouTube. Since I have that valve cover off, something must have happened, right? Doesn't look right when you gotta open the motor back up. So, I was driving it the other day and I getting on it and shifted it when the shift light came on and took off a little bit, and when I let off of it I heard a ticking noise. The ticking noise got a little louder, and immediately in my head was something happened to a rocker arm. Rocker arm broke, push rod got bent, something happened. And had to pull over the side of the road. Called somebody with some tools and they showed up. And what happened was, it's kind of hard to see, but these pedestal mount rockers, if you can focus in here, let's go to that one. This piece right here, the little stand that it's sitting on the #1 cylinder there, the stand broke in two pieces. One part fell out and jammed itself right in there. You might see a little nick on the head there, but wedged itself right in there so it didn't fall down in the oil pan. And it allowed the rocker arm to turn sideways. So the ticking that I heard was the push rod still trying to move the rocker, and the rocker was banging on the end of it, end of the valve stem. And you can see there's a little nick on it. Not much. And here's the rocker arm. You can see a little wear on the end where it was banging on the valve. So luckily it didn't break anything, and the lifter is still down in there. It looks good. I had to order a new set of those little pedestal stands. You can't buy one, so I had to buy all 16, which was only $18. So it's got a tiny burr on the side of here where it kind of flattened it off on the edge. So I'm gonna clean that burr up and get a new stand put on there, and that should be good to go. But when it all comes down to, I'm looking at everything in totality here, what I got going on. Let's walk over here with this thing. This piece in the middle here, like the trunnion or the shaft that's in the middle of the rocker, one side is rounded and one side's flat. Out of 16 rockers, let's rewind a second. The rounded piece needs to go down because that stand that it sits on is shaped to the edge of that. And the flat piece goes on the top because it's got a bolt head on it and you torque it down. Well, out of 16 rockers, I had this one like this. So when the rounded edge, you can see where it's sat on right there. When the rounded edge of that stand was sitting on here, all the pressure was just on the very outside edge of this and right there. So over time, it split that thing in two, the stand that it was sitting on. But I went and checked all the other ones. Out of 16 rockers, I had this one on upside down. So, user error. But at least I was somewhat close to home. And I don't think it caused any other damage. And I should have it resolved pretty soon. But it's crazy that a little tiny $2 part left me sitting like that. But anyhow, that's my update, and I'll talk to you shortly.